Hi, it's Tess, and today's tip is 452, and I was listening to Brendon Burchard, High Performance Habits, and it brought to mind some things that I was thinking about, and it actually kind of goes in line with some homework we have to do this week for Doc V. But he was kind of talking about that they used a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it is, "The world belongs to the energetic." And I know I've told a lot of people the reason I pursued this journey was that at a BMI of 60, my world was not active, and I was on the sidelines watching. I felt like I was a spectator, that life was a spectator sport, and I wanted more than that. So I did this so that I could live a life of experiences, so I could be active in life. And in the area that I was listening today on high performance habits, Brendon Burchard was talking about clarity, and he has a clarity sheet. Well, hi Bonnie, good to see you. And he has a clarity sheet. Hello, hello. And a lot of even Randy Garn, they all talk about clarity and being clear about where you're headed and what you want. And Doc V was given some homework, and I was thinking about it, and really for me, what I need to be clear on is what do I want out of this journey in full? Like, how do I make sure that I don't settle for where I'm at, that I keep moving forward? And I think that's a thing that I really have to keep in the forefront of my mind, because I think for many of us, our journeys finish before we get to the finish line because we become comfortable with where we're at. We have seen enough success that we're comfortable where we're at. And I don't want to do that, because as many know, this is the second time I've lost. And just a reminder, this is who I was. That was 1 year after surgery. And this is the second time in my life I've lost over 100 pounds. So I need to make sure that I don't that I remain clear that I want to achieve more. I think for many people, you get to a point where you feel better, you've been successful, and it's enough. And that's the one thing that I've been battling with this, is that I don't ever want to accept just enough. You know, I've talked about that. When I started group with Doc V, I told them that I was seeking 10 years of an active life. I thought if I could just get 10 years, at least then my life would have meaning for 10 years. It wouldn't be watching from the sidelines. Well, now what I understand, and hello to everyone who's on. I see there's a few on. I just don't see names of who they are. But I realize that I don't want to stop. I want to stay engaged in this journey. I want to continue improving. I want to continue finding other things in life that maybe I put to the wayside. I want to be active. I want to be energetic. I want to be engaged. I want to, if I define what clear is right now, I want to continue to improve what clarity is, what could continue to move forward. Because I think at each stage in the journey, where you're headed can be fine-tuned even more, or it can be opened even more. Because a lot of what I'm doing is not what I expected to be doing, but it's stuff I enjoy and stuff I want more of. He kind of talked about Brendon Burchard and High Performance Habits is his book. We got that in Sundance. He says, going through the motions, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to get to a point in this journey where I'm just going through the motions. I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to learn. I want to continue to be involved. I want to continue to see life differently, because if I'm not seeking life differently, then what was the purpose of getting out of the life that I had before? I want to make sure that I'm looking for a strong future, for an opportunity to experience the things that maybe I wasn't experiencing before, moving forward in ways that I never thought were possible. I want to be busy and fulfilled, not busy and unfulfilled. I don't, because being able to be, just because I'm able to be more active doesn't necessarily mean that I am. So I thought it was really important. Well, hi, Shannon. Good to see you. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys more than you'll know. But I thought it was so important because he talks about there are many people in life that are kind of going through the motions. They're unfulfilled and they just keep moving forward. And I think that is something I really, especially now, 185 pounds down, half my body weight's gone, half my BMI's gone. I have to remember what I was seeking when I was this person. And it's that I don't want to ever settle. Like right now, it could be easy to say, hey, I've been successful. I've lost half my body weight. I feel good. but there's more I can do. So I have to remember that at this point in time, this isn't what my new goal is. And I know that when I first started the journey, I just wanted 10 years, lose some weight and be active. But now that the door is open to everything possible, I want to go through it strong, not doing just the motions, and be strong with my intentions so that I'm seeking more, so that I'm pursuing more, so that I am achieving everything that may be out there. And I think that's all areas of life. It's yourself, it's your employment, it's your relationships, it's socially, how do you want to be involved with the world in general? Are you living a life of service, helping others? How does that life of helping others look? I do want, as Ralph Waldo Emerson says, I want, the world belongs to the energetic. I want to be an energetic. I want to make the most of what this is. And I think that's something we can all start to think about. Are you energetic, excited, and hopeful in that place that law of attraction would say is above the worry line on the emotional scale? Or are you unfulfilled? You know, maybe life is going along okay, but you're unfulfilled. That would be below the worry line. And that would be just going through the motions. And I don't think any of us want to just go through the motions. We've had a couple of unusual years. And if we're here to be skating forward, let's make it exciting. Yes, I want more. And I think everybody wants more. And I think we have to open up and realize, sorry, I got some poison ivy yesterday. But reaching for more, finding more. You know, it's like even like Doc V talks about something as simple as a garden. My garden went from tomatoes to tomatoes and peppers, and the girls next door are peppers and sunflowers and eggplants and beets. You know, you can expand that way. In the traveling thing, we were looking at our vision boards from earlier this year. There were certain things that I wanted to do that I've accomplished. So am I going to stay idle and become unfulfilled because I'm not seeking more? And I think that's maybe where the problems happen in our journeys. If we do not remain energetic and excited and forward motion, we become not strong with our intentions, and we become unfulfilled because we're not seeing anything more. So I think to stay engaged in this journey, to continue moving forward, to continue finding these new things to be involved in, means making a commitment to clearly know that just staying or doing the motions isn't enough. You have to be seeking something more, something that you can be learning, something you can be moving forward with. Is it a new business? Is it working on a relationship? Is it learning a new skill? Is it listening to a book? Is it training for maybe you want to learn an instrument or a sport? I just think if we're here, we need to make the best of the time that we're here. And it was really interesting when I was listening to this Brendan Bouchard today, because I don't want to go through the motions. That's what I did when I got so heavy. I do want to look for the future with strong intentions, not how do I get there, not complacently unfulfilled. I want to get through there with excitement. I always joke that the Grim Reaper's going to have to chase me because I'm not making it easy. So I want that excitement and that drive in my life. I want to fill in every moment that remains, because I can't get back what's gone, but I can make every moment going forward amazing. That doesn't mean that you're always running at 150 miles an hour, but it does mean that you have something that you're working towards. Because if you don't have something to look forward to or something to grow towards, then maybe that's when you fall into that unfulfilled. And I lived that life for way too long when I was on the sidelines, and I don't want to be on the sidelines anymore. And I don't think anybody really wants to be on the sidelines. So what I'm going to have to recognize at this point in my journey is that I can't become complacent. I can't become unfulfilled. I can't decide that where I'm at is enough, because I know in my heart of hearts, there's always something more to work for, and that's where life gets really exciting. So we'll have to start sharing with each other what our goals are or what we're working on. And I guess my AP called me out today because I got to get back to working on my book. Now, I don't know what the future holds, but I am excited to see what it holds. And I hope for all you guys, you're excited to see where your futures can go. Don't let life be something that's dragging you along. Let your life be something that's moving you forward, and you're dragging everything else behind you, because it's headed to where you want it to be. It's headed there with joy. It's headed there with excitement. It's headed there above the worry line on the emotional scale. There's always going to be moments, but you work through those moments and keep yourself in that progressive motion. You don't want to just settle. You want to, he kind of talked about release the tension, set intention. So release tension and set your intention for moving forward, and bring joy and optimize your health. Seek something more than what you have. One thing I know I can't do is I've seen success, so I can't become complacent or become unfulfilled or be accepting of where I'm at. I have to always be reaching for more, because for me, that's a life well lived and a life that's full of excitement. It's about experiencing everything that there is around here. And it can be as simple as a butterfly or a bunny, but something, you know, walking and seeing the sunrise, learning something new, spending time with people. There's so much more that I wasn't able to do that I can never forget why I worked so hard to get here, and why it's worth working whatever I need to do to adjust to keep getting to where the finish line is. Because if this is what I have now, I can't even imagine what it's going to be as I continue working. And we really, truly never get to the finish line. We just get to the next road or path that we want to go down. And that's my hope for everyone. Keep yourself open to finding those new roads, to finding those new experiences, to finding new reasons that this life is a beautiful thing to live. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.